Welcome to this short social media course. We're going to discuss, or rather, you're going to learn how you can be a social media manager. Whether you are an employee working inside of a marketing department, or you are a business person looking forward to starting to market your business on social media, or you are an individual looking forward to one day becoming a freelance social media manager, helping people manage their social media accounts for a fee, of course. Uh, that's what we're going to cover. So stick around up to the end. We have divided this course into 13 sessions. Those are 1, 2, 3, up to 13 sessions. And each session has been planned out each by each, so that at the end you can connect everything you have learned in each of the sessions to form a holistic understanding of what social media management is all about, to help you run your social media accounts productively and effectively for whatever purpose you'll be managing the social media accounts for. Whether you're managing them as an employee on behalf of a business, or you're managing them as your own business accounts, or you're managing them for other clients as a freelance social media manager. Irrespective of who you are and what your motivations are towards learning social media marketing, this is the best course for you. So stick around through each and every session from here. And yes, let's get to it. Okay. Now, we're going to start with session 1, which is basically introduction to the role of social media in businesses. Why do businesses even market their products on social media? Why? Right? We're going to also look at the key differences between the major social media platforms as we speak right now. That is Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, to be precise. There are other social media platforms, but in this case, this example, we're going to focus on the 3: Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, right? So let's get to it. Session 1, introduction and the role of social media in business. By the end of this session, you, as a trainee, should be able or should have understood why social media is important to your business or to the business you're working in. You should be able to also understand how Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok differ from each other, right? Also, by the end of this session on introduction and the role of social media in business, you should also be able to begin shaping a brand voice guide for the business you're working in, whether it's yours, whether you are an employee inside of a marketing department, or you're looking forward to becoming a freelance. Okay? Today, we are starting with the foundation. Why businesses even use social media in the first place? If you understand the why, the how becomes much, much easier. If you understand why businesses are on social media, the how to market your business online becomes easier. All right, let's get started on the reasons why businesses need social media in the first place, or why they are even on social media in the first place. Reason number one, brand awareness. Businesses exist online either to create awareness about their products or services, or businesses could also exist on social media to try and get sales. That's number two. Or businesses could be online on social media to offer customer care. Those are three reasons. Number one, we said brand awareness, sales, customer care. And number four, a business could be online on social media, any of the social media platforms, to build a community around their products or services. Let's repeat that so that you understand. Why do businesses need social media in this first place? So as a business, you have to choose why you're going on social media, why you will start marketing your business online on social media. And we said businesses need social media for one, brand awareness, to create awareness around your products or services. Number two, businesses need social media for sales. Number three, businesses need social media, okay, to offer customer service, what we call customer care. Number four, businesses need social media platforms. Gotten that? Businesses need social media to create communities, to create an audience around their products and or services, depending on what you're selling. You can use social media to create a community of like-minded potential consumers of your products, a community made up of people who are interested in what your product or service is about. What values, what benefits does your product or service bring to the market, and especially to this target group of people? That will be your community. So if you're looking to build a community, social media management, social media platforms can be your best place to go. If you're looking for sales, you can use social media to prospect and get leads for your products and services. You can also build brand awareness using social media, and you can also use social media accounts to offer customer care to your existing customers and others looking for what you're selling. All right? Here's an example. Or rather, let's look at how the three platforms differ from each other before we go to the example. Facebook, for instance, is great for building communities. Its audience is slightly of older ages, or it has a slightly older audience. So if your product or service is suitable for a slightly much older audience, Facebook is the place for you. You might want to consider Facebook as a platform. That is if your product or service is targeted towards a slightly older audience. It is good for long-term long form of information. So if you're sharing longer videos, longer captions, any form of content you're doing is long form, Facebook is the best for that. Long form information. Instagram, on the other hand, it's a visual first type of a platform. It's made in such a way that it focuses more on what people can see. If it's a video, make it look good. If it's a picture, a graphics, an image, make it look good. Because Instagram is a platform, favors more on the visual, what the viewer can see. Right? That's Instagram. It is strong for branding, lifestyle content, and products. So if you're selling products, Instagram might be the best for you. If you're selling lifestyle content, whatever lifestyle product you have or service, it can be good for you. Let's look at TikTok. On the other hand, those are just a few examples of the differences, major differences between these platforms: Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Now we look at how TikTok differs from the two platforms we just looked at. TikTok here is a trend-driven kind of a platform. What do I mean by being a trend-driven kind of a platform? Well, as the name suggests, trends. Trending videos rank higher. Trending songs rank higher. Trending posts rank higher. The older it is, the easier it is to be forgotten. It goes with trends. Trending hashtags pop up the most. Trending posts, whether videos, whether songs, challenges, whatever it is driven by what is trending. According to the algorithm, what is trending? That is TikTok for you. TikTok is for a much younger audience. So if your product or service is targeted or suitable for a much younger audience, youths, Gen Zs, kind of an audience, or generally if you like to say your products or services are for a younger generation, a younger audience, TikTok might be the place for you. So you need to understand if your product is or service is suitable for a younger audience. Who is your audience? We will cover this in a session that is coming how to understand or how to find your ideal customer. We will cover that. So let's leave that at that. We're going to cover that much later, perhaps in the second session, on how to build your ideal type of an audience. What does your customer look like? So that when you're going to create posts, you know what kind of posts create, what if you're running ads, you know what ads to run, what messages to send, what captions to write, how to write them. We're going to cover all that. But for now, let's look at an example. Think of Facebook as your company brochure, one you can change from time to time by creating fresh content, right? Think of Instagram as your shop window. Remember what we said? It's a visual fast platform. Instagram. What people can see is what decides whether they will buy or not, whether they will follow you or not. Depends on what they see. How visually appealing is it? That is TikTok for you. Treat it as your shop window. People see what you're selling through the window. That is Instagram. TikTok, on the other hand, treat it as your street performance. It's a trend-driven platform. There's a lot of performance going on, a lot of good stuff, good, exciting things. That is TikTok. Treat it as your street performance show. This is the same business, but different presentation. Literally the same business, but different presentation. You're presenting your business in a different way across different platforms. For Facebook, treat it as your brochure. For Instagram, treat it as your shop window. For TikTok, treat it as your street performance. And all those platforms merged together will help you attain your goals as a business, your goals as an employee, or your goals as a social media management freelancer managing accounts on behalf of your clients. In the end, what your goals are, only you know what your goals are. Now let's look at common mistakes people or businesses make on social media so that you can avoid them early on. Or if you are already committing these mistakes, as we go through them, you will just see them and know whether you're going through them, whether you're making such mistakes in your day-to-day jobs as a social media manager. Which ones are you making, or which ones have you seen other businesses make? All right, let's look at them. Common mistakes brands make. A brand could be a business. A brand means a business. So which are the common mistakes businesses make or brands make on social media? Some of them you've seen them. All right. Mistake number one, posting without strategy, or what we call random posting. You're just posting things There is no pattern. You're just randomly choosing what to post. Not good. Another mistake, being too salesy. You're always selling things. It's annoying. It's annoying when you're always seeing posts that are selling stuff. There is nothing engaging, nothing entertaining, nothing educative. You're just saying buy this, buy that. We're selling this, offer, promo. Come to our shop. We have a new stock, blah, 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 blah. Being too salesy. Such posts, not good. You don't want to be the person doing such posts. Being too salesy. You're repelling people away. Nobody likes to be sold stuff. So make your pages entertaining. All right? Somewhere down the line, we are going to look at what type of posts we're supposed to create. What is the format for creating such posts? And so on and so forth. So stick around. Another mistake businesses make on social media is ignoring comments and messages. How many times have you sent a business a message or commented on their post or ad expecting a response? But a day went through, maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days before your message was responded. Maybe they replied after 5 days. And then maybe when you sent the message, you really needed the help. You really needed to buy what they were selling. But by day 5, when this person or this business is replying to your message, you have already gotten the solution elsewhere. So you're no longer a lead for them. A lead is a person who is interested or has shown interest in what you're selling. They have a potential to become a client. They have a potential to buy what you're selling. At the moment they are sending you a message, at the moment they are commenting on your post, they have shown intent of buying what you are selling. So the moment you respond after 5 days, 3 days, 4 days, maybe a week, you have lost that person. They could have ended up being a client or a lead. They could have ended up maybe referring more business to you. This could have been the beginning of a relationship that could have possibly ended up being of more value to you than you could ever know. But because you ignored this person's message or comment, you lost them. So never ignore messages or comments. Always respond to messages within 24 hours. Messages or comments. Make sure, try to at least respond to each within 24 hours. Another mistake businesses make on social media is inconsistently posting or inconsistent posting. You're posting when you feel like posting. You don't have a strategy. You're just posting on random dates. Maybe you could post one post on Monday, let's say Monday at 7 a.m. and another post you post on Wednesday at 1 p.m. Maybe it's your lunch break and you feel the need to post something. Another one you post on Sunday after church. That is inconsistent posting. You need to have a strategy, know what to post in advance, what to post in advance, how to post it, what format it will be in. It could be a video, could be a static image, could be a properly designed poster. Know what to post. Maybe you're posting a carousel. Know when that carousel will be posted. Have a calendar showing you how each post will be posted, when it will be posted, and at what time. So that at the end of the day, you have posts flowing to your accounts consistently, and that way you'll be able to even plan ahead of time and avoid burnout when it comes to creating content in a rush. You don't want to be the person who is waking up in so much hurry, facing so much anxiety. You don't know what to post. It's today. You're supposed to create something for today, and you have no idea what you're supposed to post. You have no idea what message you're supposed to send out today. So plan ahead to avoid inconsistent posting. Again, ask, which of these mistakes have you seen businesses making? The mistakes we've talked about. Ask yourself that. Which ones have you seen businesses making? All right, let's continue. In this next part, we're going to look at how to design a brand voice guide. A brand voice guide will guide how your posts look like, or rather, let's say how your posts make the person reading them to feel about your business. We're going to look at the tone, so you need to decide, is your post or the messaging you're sending out a post?
A post is a message. Each post you're sending out is a message. What will it be communicating? How will it be communicating it? How will it be sounding to the final person it will reach? When it comes to tone or tonality, is it going to be friendly? Are your posts going to sound friendly? Are they going to sound professional? Are they going to sound playful? Now, depending on the product and or services you're marketing, you decide what tonality to choose for your products. Choose between friendly messaging, professional messaging, playful messaging. Whichever you want to choose depends with what your product or service is all about. The next one, we look at language. what will be the language of your posts or the messages you're sending out? Remember what we said? A post is a message. It has to communicate something. You cannot just post aimlessly. So what's the language of your messaging? Will they be simple? Something easy to understand. Will they be simple? Will they be formal? Or will they be emoji heavy? You'll be populated with a lot of emojis. Now you decide what type of a language to use for your messaging, for your captions, for your videos. Simple, formal, or emoji heavy. You choose one. Today we learned why social media matters. We also looked at the differences between Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We started building your brand voice. Now, that's the end of the session. See you on the next one, session 2. I look forward to seeing you there. Session 2, where we are going to look at the target audience and how we can define our ideal type of an audience. So see you on session 2. But before that, here's a task for you. Write 3 goals your company wants to achieve on social media and send them to me so that we see how far you've gone in terms of understanding your role as a social media manager. Start with this. Write 3 goals your company wants to achieve on social media and share those with me. See you on session 2.